On this edition of inCycle, we look at the iconic Belgian national champions jersey.
The Belgian Champions Jerseys is a big symbol, I think, because Belgium is a big country of cycling, and the Belgian Championship is also a big event.
There's a throwback to the women's tour and a week behind the scenes with drop cycling.
Good girl, Annie. Keep the rhythm, mate. Keep your rhythm. Look after Alice. Come on, keep the pace steady. Keep the pace as steady as you can.
But first, the rise of virtual racing during the global shutdown. In recent months, racing on the road has become all but a distant memory, with riders swapping bunch finishes for efforts on the home turbo trainer. Virtual racing has positively boomed thanks to the global shutdown, and while it will never replace the real thing, it looks set to complement the traditional cycling season in the future. The Challenge of Stars was one such race that offered a glimpse of a format that could take off, as it pitted some of the world's best climbers and sprinters head-to-head on the Be Cool platform at the end of May. The likes of Vincenzo Nibali, Pascal Ackermann, Jakob Fuglsang and Warren Barguil all laid down the watts in the name of entertainment over the course of 2 days. Another of those taking part was Chris Froome, the four-time Tour de France winner, who used the event as part of his long comeback from injury.
All in all, I think it was a fantastic experience. I mean, it's especially at the moment when we can't really ride with any other riders. It's nice to be able to challenge someone personally like this and have a race. It's good fun, and for me the form's feeling better and better as I'm training more.
Froome and his fellow mountain goats battled it out over 2.9 kilometres of a virtual Stelvio pass, with Thomas de Gendt and Giulio Ciccone emerging as the two finalists. There it would be the Italian Ciccone dashing away in the final metres, with an exhausted de Gendt hitting his limit. Watching on was de Gendt's Lotto Soudal team boss, John Lelong.
It's totally a different concept than all the other race or rides that we have done since the beginning of this COVID-19 crisis, and I think that it's more dynamic, it's more modern, it's totally a different concept, and I think that this is a concept which also for TV production can be really nice for the spectators.
The Sprinters tournament proved to be an exhibition of absolute power, with 1.2 kilometres of rolling terrain to outwit his rival Filippo Ganna. For winner Fabio Jakobsen, it was a good reminder of the real feeling of racing.
It's actually quite fun, you know, to do a small race like this. I noticed I got a little bit nervous before the race. Well, of course, you have to look at the screen at your opponent, and I just thought I'd stay as close to them as possible, and then around 400 or 500 meters to go, I just give everything I have, and I try to destroy the bike, and then I just sprint until the finish line.
Thankfully, the day when Jakobsen and co can say goodbye to their turbo trainers is fast approaching. Racing on the road will be back soon.
I click the screen now.
Yeah.
That's Hees van Hoeken. That is 2012. He was always a really good laugh and a really good guy. So it was nice. It was nice racing with him, and still now in the bunch we speak quite a lot. That's Laurens de Vreese. He's of course a really special guy. I think this was 2013. He's also now known as the rapper and the singer of the bunch.
I'm doing my business, I'm doing my job. I will rap this song like Snoopy Doggy Dogg.
If it's nice and quiet in the bunch, you can always hear him laughing. This, of course, he was my team director, Steven Deneve. He's now sport director of Team Wanty Group. You can always ask a bidon. He's one of the guys that just loves cycling and loves the riders. Yeah, this is Yves Lampaert with his famous haircut. Then I could still beat him sometimes uphill, but now that's changed quite a lot. He's one of my best friends, and I think we bring each other to a better level. This is Peter Serie. I think he's a much more skinny guy now than he was there. Had that picture, I think. He's one of the guys that makes the atmosphere and the team so great. He's such a good laugh, and sometimes he also does some more stupid things. This is Bert van Lerbergen, who also joins the team now. I had the honor to train him a little bit in the end of last year. He's also a really good guy. He's a good friend. You can ask him anything, even to help to build your garden house.
With its black, yellow and red, the Belgian National Champions jersey is one of the most iconic garments in cycling. The list of past wearers includes some of the sport's greatest legends, and while the riches may only last for 1 year, the fame is never fleeting.
The Belgian Champions Jerseys is a big symbol, I think, because Belgium is a big country of cycling. And the Belgian Championship is also a big event, a lot of people there, and we really race full gas. And I was lucky, I won 2 times, and both times I really had a lot of success with the jersey. Yeah, I won really nice races like Stage in the Tour, San Sebastian, Amstel, Flanders, Quebec. I won all that races with the national colors.
It's very special because it's one of the most beautiful jersey in the world. We have the national jersey, but it's been also something for your country, for your sport, for cycling, that you can wear that jersey. I have won 2 times that jersey, and the national championships is always before the Tour de France. So it was great to win the national championships with that jersey. Then you can go immediately to the Tour de France with that jersey. So, and everybody knows you, so yeah, there's just one national champion in Belgium, and that's you. I won once Flanders with that jersey, my first Tour de Flanders. I was in the breakaway with Frans Maassen, and I was national championship. And I was the winner, so yeah, if I see the picture, it's more beautiful than the other victories, because with that jersey, it's special. It's black, yellow, red. 3 beautiful colors.
The response of people is also nice. I mean, if you win a stage in a normal team jersey, if you can win it in a Belgian jersey, especially of course for the Belgians, it sticks just longer. For me, it was always nice if you come out of a cycling nation and you can win it 4 times, then it's something you achieved. But to ride in a Belgian jersey, I think every Belgian rider wants to do it once in his career, because it's something special, that's for sure.
In a country with such a rich cycling tradition, becoming Belgian national champion is evidently no easy feat. Even the great Eddy Merckx only claimed the tricolour once in his career. For any superstar rider, it's a notable addition to an already sparkling palmarès. But for others, it can be a career-defining victory.
I think for any rider, it's special to win his national championships. In Belgium, it's made a bit bigger because of everything around. But what I remember from the year was especially the classics. The year after then, in 2015, when I could do all the classics in the national jersey. It helped me also to be really motivated during winter time. It was the first time I was working a little bit more hard than the other years before. Suddenly the whole cycling world knows who you are, and that's a special thing.
For its younger winners, earning the jersey can also be an obvious sign of future greatness, especially when it comes to the classics.
It was amazing to ride a year in that jersey. It was, always being recognized. I was really proud of the jersey, and I could do the classic season with that jersey, and I think it was maybe my best spring season ever. You can then say that in your career that you achieved something, and being national champion of Belgium is very special, and I'm really proud of it.
With this year's championships rearranged for later in the year, current holder Tim Merlier won't have long to show the jersey off in races once the season restarts. But as former winners know, it's an honour that lasts a lifetime.
It lasts for not only 1 year, but you can see on the jersey I still have the stripes on the jersey now. So it's still a point we are discussing. So it's still there, this one moment. So that's totally different than any other victory I think you can have.
I think it's really nice to show the colors of your country in different places in the world and win with that. If I have to make a book one day with pictures, for sure they will find a nice place.
The world of professional cycling can be a roller coaster, and the journey of drop cycling certainly reflects that. The team first burst onto the scene in 2016 with a standout kit and a talented group of mainly British riders, including current national champion Alice Barnes. Since then, the team has had its share of highs and lows, the worst of which came at the end of 2018 as sponsorship fell through and drops faced a cliff edge. Thanks to generous fans and a saviour sponsor, the team this season is celebrating its 5th year in the sport with an international squad and an ever eye-catching jersey. Back in 2017, inCycle joined Drops at its home race, the Women's Tour. There, the team was looking to support Barnes to a high overall placing and develop the racecraft of a young squad unused to mixing it with the best in the world.
How far have we come in such a short period of time? Well, it's quite phenomenal, really, isn't it? We've been doing World Tour races all year. I think we've done 8 of the 10 World Tour races. We've had a 7th, an 8th and a 10th in World Tour races. So it's been a whirlwind, and there's no sign of it stopping anytime soon.
Being a smaller team, it's really difficult when you see, I guess, the bigger teams rocking up in all their camper vans and having everything they've got. But we kind of remember where we've come from. We're only in our 2nd year of racing and 2nd year of being a team. And yeah, we're getting there slowly, but you can't have everything at once, and it doesn't happen overnight.
We're still fairly new to the international peloton, so we have to earn respect, and we need to respect the race itself, and we know where our place is, but we definitely want to give our best and achieve our potential.
Drops is a small team. Last year was our 1st year, but this year we're looking to make more of a mark, be part of the races more, not just participating, but making the races.
I think drop cycling is really refreshing. It's like a new cycling team. We're all getting paid. We're working towards having an all-female staff.
We might not have some of the big names that the other teams have, but we have
a lot of enthusiasm. You know, we want to take it to the race. We want to make sure that we're present at the front, and yeah, we're willing to sacrifice for our team leaders to make sure that we get those results.
If we don't get in the top 10 at one of the stages, we'll be disappointed. If we don't get someone in the top 10 on GC, we'll be disappointed. And this is a World Tour race with the biggest teams in the world. So the fact that we would be disappointed if we didn't achieve those results, I guess speaks volumes for how ambitious we are and where we've come from.
Stage 1 of the OVO Energy Women's Tour. It'll take the riders from Daventry to Kettering, a distance of 147 kilometres. What a ride by her, Nuria Doma, the Polish national champion. And massive, massive salutes as she crosses the line. Alice Barnes is the holder of the Adnams Best British Rider jersey. And ahead of the riders today, a tough 144 kilometres. Well, yesterday, the race started with 99 riders. We lost 6, so 93 are rolling away today.
All 6 riders still in the peloton, so quite happy with that. We'll see where we go from here, see how the race develops.
And Peters is going to swing round that left-hander, and she'll see the line and takes the stage. Peters takes it then from Anna Barnes.
I think I went down a pothole and my hands came off the handlebars. We were going quite fast.
Yeah.
And I just lost control.
You went down. Did it hit your head?
I don't think so.
No. This is the longest stage. It'll take the riders through to Royal Leamington Spa. Just over 150 kilometres, so a lot of racing ahead. Oh, there's a crash there. Oh, my goodness me. And that's Marianne Vos that's gone down. It is Barnes trying to come through on the inside. Very close on the line. Hoskins takes it from Barnes.
It was a really tough sprint. I'm sprinting against some of the best in the world, so I was really happy with how it went. And yeah, just died towards the end, but yeah, second in, well, it was my best ever World Tour result, so I'm over the moon.
123 kilometres, the shortest. It's labelled the Queen Stage. It's a tortuous leg with no respite.
We've got great potential in the form of Alice. We're all here to support her as much as we can. You know, she's proven definitely this season, the start of this season. She's had great rides in, you know, really top quality, high calibre fields.
Our best British rider today is Alice Barnes, number 81, from Drops cycling team.
Alice is our talismanic leader for this race, and we're all going to support her, and I've picked a team that I feel does that the best. On and off the bike, in a stage race, it's really important to have a group that really gel.
Come on, guys, let's be with Alice. This is it, game on now for the first time. Come on.
I've definitely taken more of a domestique role, so, you know, sacrificing myself for the leaders in the team. I do that at every single race, so that's something that I'm more than happy to do.
Good girl, Annie. Keep your rhythm, mate. Keep your rhythm. Look after Alice. Come on, keep the pace steady. Keep the pace as steady as you can.
The way we work together and work for each other is how we've managed to achieve some special results together. We're all prepared to sacrifice for each other and work as a team, so even though we're small and definitely not the strongest on paper, I think the way we ride together is how we achieve.
Well done, Martina. Good work today. Good girl. Well done. Really pleased. Do your stuff. Do your stuff, Al. Come on, make it happen, Al.
Now, approximately 300 metres.
Come on, Al. Come on, Al.
And this is going to be the sprint for fourth. He's been led out there by Ayla Cipollini, and it's the former world champion Bastianelli that gets fourth spot over the line.
That
Rescue them.
Good and bad days are part of stage racing, but with Alice Barnes comfortably in the overall top 10, Drops had surpassed all expectations for the race. With a criterium through the streets of London, the final stage would be a special opportunity for the British team to show all they'd learnt throughout the week and to soak up the experience.
You know, a big draw to the race is simply the atmosphere.
Being a British rider in a British race is always important. You have the support from the crowds, and yeah, as I say, Drops is still developing and we've got some great supporters.
We're all ready to start stage 5, the final stage of the OVO Energy Women's Tour. 62 kilometres, 10 6.2 kilometre laps.
It's incredible. It's such a great atmosphere to race in the UK World Tour level with all of the world's top riders.
Lots of people come out and lots of schools come out and there's posters around, and yeah, it's just really special and not something that we experience at many other international stage races. So we're pretty proud to be British this week.
I absolutely love London, it's my favourite city. Racing is so amazing, the crowds are just phenomenal and it just gives me goosebumps riding around the centre.
Yeah, it's really endearing to put on a show in front of a home crowd.
Now then, who's going to be the first to lead this one out? Just around about 150 metres to go, and it's Jolien Dora in the middle, the Belgian World Marathon champion. As they get nearer and nearer to the line, there it is then, Jolien Dora takes it and gives a salute.
Team spirit in our team is pretty wonderful, really, and we want to keep that. And I often wonder how we've got that, and I think it's by selecting like-minded people, like you would in any business, that get on quite well together and work hard for each other.
That's all for this edition. Until next time, keep up to date with us on social media.